Hello there, watchy people. How is it going? Welcome along to Farming Sim on Riverview. And yeah, I've given us a little free upgrade. So there's a new mod came out with like an extended version of the ape. Seeing as we already had one, I just did a straight swap. So I swapped that one for this one. Didn't cost us anything because I think it's going to be functionally useless anyway. So it's not going to get us ahead of the game or anything. I thought it was just fun. I saw this had come out and I thought, you know what, it ought to be orange anyway. So I painted it orange. I put the personalised number plate on there. It looks terrible because of the spacing on it. But it has excuse me, as you can hear, I'm still massively struggling with asthma. I saw the asthma nurse yesterday actually. I went to the doctor and saw the asthma nurse, and they're prescribing some new stuff, so tomorrow I should pick that up and hopefully that'll make a difference. Hopefully that'll feel a lot better. But yeah, this now comes, I can't remember if it came with a flatbed before or not. I think it might have done. But it also it has a flatbed, so if I want, I can use it to sell my one thing of eggs, or alternatively, I could use it. Oh, I don't know if I can. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry about that cough there. I hope I didn't blow out the headphones. Oh man, I was so amped up about that. I was like, look, I can take one bale. In fact, you know what? Auto load won't work, but let's see. Let's see what we can do with this baby. There we go. That looks comfortable enough, right? Yeah, that's fine. It's not even got light steering. That's great. Superb. Okay, so there you go. We had one spare... Oh, bale. Nearly crashed it there. You can't even see it, look. It's smaller than a bale. Oh my word, this thing is nuts. I just thought this was so much fun that I had to do it. So yes, yeah, new medication tomorrow. So hopefully my asthma might get under control. I don't know. We're doing a month trial on it to see if it makes any difference, but we'll see. Otherwise, if it doesn't work in a month, they'll put me on something else in a month. We'll try that for a bit longer. Actually, it's not at this sell point, is it? It's around the back. There we go. Whoa! Blimey. Not doing well with this. Here we are. Beauty! An extra £1,000. Man. That's so fun. Anyway, so yeah, we've got another little toy. I mean, it's the same as the old toy, but now it's actually useful. You can also put a high what's it? I forget what they call it now. You can put a sided thing on the back so that it acts as a trailer, and it's got a tipper in it as well. So we can actually use it for grain in a way that is somewhat meaningful. Somewhat meaningful. I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. I guess I'll just park it up behind the... Oh, actually, it's got the hitch. It won't have the power to move the fuel, but it does have a hitch to move the fuel. So it might work as a way to dispense it. My goodness, I am so terrible right now. This is crazy. And I did it again. I think the ape is one of those that the steering is a bit nuts. If you steer too much, it locks itself in and goes crazy. There we go. Oh, it actually can move that. Oh, no it can't. Yeah, the front is so weighed down that... Sorry, so lifted up that it's not steering. But you never know. It might be useful. We'll find out whether we can actually pump fuel, because then rather than having to hook a tractor up to it, we can just drive next to it. In fact, I should probably put it somewhere else, shouldn't I, and do that, but this will be fun. I'll move that trailer at some point. and that'll make it a bit easier. Right, let's turn super strength off so that we don't use that unless we need to. Oh man, I am very tired. I am so tired today. Yeah, I've mentioned it before. Let's start doing something, shall we? And then I'll talk to you. Let's do it that way round so that I'm actually doing something useful rather than just standing and staring. Yes, at the end of the last episode, I picked up a load more contracts. There's a load more to do. So if we tab through, here we go, to the hoe, we can. Oh, hang on, what field is it? 29 is the stone picking job. So if I go here, grab you, create job, field work, any field that isn't 29. Should we work further away to close it? Yeah, too. Let's put them in this field. Don't even know where the entrance is. I'm guessing it's there. And start job. You can go and do that one, and hopefully it can figure out the way. It's folding it up, so that's a good sign. And we are going to get the stone picker out. Where's the John Deere? It's here. This is repaired. I have in my notes here that I needed to repair the John Deere and the cultivator. But oh, is it that one? It's the other John Deere. Oh, that looks like it's been repaired anyway, because that's fully alright. Fine. We don't need to do that then. In that case, I'll just pull this out the way. What I do need to do actually is unload the. Oh, is it working? Yes, it's working. They've turned left. Well done, worker. Although they've got panicked at the junction for some reason. Alright, let's pull this up to here where it's out the way. You're not blocked by an object. You might think you are, but you're not. Do you need to reverse to turn that corner? Is that the problem? Ah, there we go. I just slightly moved away, and they're like, no, it's fine now. It's fine now. Right, let's get our flashers on. I can't remember whether it's Luke or William in the comments pointed out that they were not so much beacons as flashers, and I think they're right. Right, let's get all those on. See what else we got. How are we doing for volume in there now? Wood, we have got 18,000 litres still. So we've got a decision to make. We've got 200 grand in the bank. So we can make some decisions. There we go. Let's load that on as well. I didn't check how many there was to spawn. I just looked at the wood volume. There's still lots to process though. So we got 3 more planks and 2.5, 2 more beams. Okay. This is full, I believe. Yeah, that's full. Oh, and I might have actually put that into the old trigger there. Oh, it didn't mind. There we are. Get that one. I'll move this slightly out so that it doesn't cause any issues. There we go. I think the rest will spawn there now. I need to remember to turn off the engines when I do that. There we go. We're taking this one. I don't think we need such a big tractor, but it's new. It's the newest tractor, so we'll take it anyway. Grab that, and we're headed to field 29, so we're going to be working. Oh, what's the worker done? They've turned the wrong way and got stuck. Why have you gone that way to get to the field that's down south of you? Honestly. Right, well, let's get this sorted out then. You definitely need beakers on because you are a hazard, that's for sure. Anyway, what was I saying? So, I'm tired. I'm very tired today. I've mentioned recently that my wife has had surgery. That she's been in, she's had it, she's out. She came out after 5 days, which was cool. Does 28 need doing? Let's start with 29. Sorry, 27. We're going to 29 with the stone picker. Yeah, she's out of the hospital. She's home, and is absolutely like knocking out the progress. She's doing so well. Yeah, she had a comparable operation a couple of years ago, and it knocked her for 6. Like her recovery was crazy. Like she was bedridden for quite a long time, and then, couldn't move too much after that. So she stayed in a chair, and I did a lot of looking after her, and we just couldn't do much. And yeah, so she's had another procedure now, which is related and fairly similar, and she's got a 67 centimeter wound from hip to hip, all the way across her waist. So it's significant, but it is healing beautifully. And yeah, it's last time it got infected, so that was a big consideration. But yeah, she's like, is that lowered? Yeah, it is lowered. I don't have access to this land. Oh, is this the wrong field? Yeah, this is the wrong field. I'm supposed to be in the next one down. See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention. Yeah, so she's doing amazing. She's up and about. Like she hasn't really been bedridden from the start. Obviously, they kept her in a bed for a couple of days in the hospital, and then she was sat on the chair next to the bed instead, and she would be walking around the ward, getting exercise and stuff. She's doing absolutely fantastically. And so rather than she promised me, I was a bit upset when they scheduled the operation, because it's literally at the start of the summer holiday, so she works like a workaholic, like all year round. Is that down? Yeah, that's down. That's on. There we go. Yeah, she works like a workaholic all year round, and yeah, so her summer holiday is like, okay, we actually get to have real quality time now, so that's cool. And I was a bit upset that the op was scheduled for the very start of the holiday, so we weren't going to get away, and then I was expecting her to be in bed for a month, and then not doing much for another month, and so on. But she said, oh yeah, it's fine, because obviously I'll be in bed, so we'll just watch loads of films together. We can do marathons of Lord of the Rings and whatever, just watch loads of films. It'd be great. But yeah, she's not been nearly as bad this time, so she's kind of up and about, and we've been doing stuff. She's very slow to walk, very, very slow shuffle, but she can do it, and she wants to do it. So, and the doctor's like, yeah, movement is good. That's going to promote, muscle regeneration and everything. So we've been going out and doing stuff, and we've done some exciting things actually. We have had a quote and accepted a quote for some major landscaping in our back garden. So we're going to have a deck built. We're going to have a patio built. We're going to put a path around the side. We're going to change a bit of the wall in the front garden, which means we can reverse cars in a bit easier and have a car out the way that's much more useful than now, and a couple of little repair bits as well. So that's cool. And as part of that, we're treating ourselves, and yeah, I'm kind of thinking, well, most of this money should really go to pay off the mortgage, but Sarah's argument is YOLO. You do only live once, and what, quality of life is important. So we're splashing out and we're buying ourselves a hot tub, a real hot tub. I've had an inflatable one before, cheap one. But yeah, this morning we went to one of the places that we'd been to previously and looked around at, and we put down a deposit on a hot tub. So very exciting times, very decadent, and I feel very privileged to be in the position where I'm able to do it. So it's very, very cool. I do worry about finances a lot, because I don't actually have a consistent income. I'm freelance, and my depression and anxiety means that I'm not really actually accepting work much, or people aren't offering that much. I do take it when it comes, but I'm not seeking it as much as I ought to, and because of that, not much comes in. So I do worry about it, but you know, we've been fortunate in terms of inheritance and savings and stuff. And Sarah's wage is good, so it, although I think it's a problem in my head, it's actually not really a problem. So yeah, when I whinge about not earning much for the videos and stuff, which I don't really whinge, I don't do it for the money at all. Obviously, it's very greatly received because it means I can not feel bad about buying games to play on the channel. But yeah, by no means do I need the money desperately. So I hope it never comes across that I'm oh, woe is me, I'm so poor, because it's really not the case. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, we're not watching the films that were promised me because we're out and about doing stuff, walking around garden centres, or you know, shuffling around garden centres and things. So it's been very nice. We've been out for a couple of meals and things, and seen some friends. We had some friends over today, which was lovely. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling about my my personal life, because I'm sure that's not what you're here for. You're here for farming and stuff. So let's get this field stone collected, or at least a large chunk of it. Whilst I'll have to keep an eye on the worker as well, make sure that when they're finished in 27, I move them on to 28, and then on to 20. I think they're going to be done, all three of those fields, in the time it's going to take me to do this one. So we shall see.
In Riverview, where the river winds so free, through golden fields as far as you can see, the castle perches proud on yonder hill, a place where time feels like it stands still. Welcome to the heart of Riverview, my friend, where the river and the farmland never end. AsqRob plows carve stories in the ground. In the beauty of the land we are bound. Morning brings the mist that softly sways over crops that dance in the sunlit haze. Sheep scatter like clouds, odds on emerald seas, while whispers of the river ride the breeze. Oh, the castle keeps watch over all below, a sentinel of tales we'll never know. The land might change as seasons go by, but Riverview stands beneath the sky. Welcome to the heart of Riverview, my friend, where the river and the farmland never end. AsqRob's plows carve stories in the ground. In the beauty of the land we are bound.
So I made a decision there. I don't know if it's the right one or not. But yeah, I sold the the old stone picker for however much it was. Well, it's 15 grand before I repaired it and stuff, so the profit margin is around about that. It's around about 15 grand, between 15 and 20, I'd have thought. And then yeah, I upgraded to this one. I think I will actually adapt the capacity on this in the same way as I did the old one. The old one was I went into the XML and changed it to 5,000 litres instead of is it 2,000? To make it bearable. I did up the speed on this to 20, which I think is a good shout, given how long these jobs are. Like, I want to make these jobs like I want to augment them, let's say, to a point where I will actually do them. So it adds a bit of variety. It's useful for us. I'm not sure this is useful for us actually. I think we might already be at capacity with lime. We might have to start selling lime to cope with it. But yeah, this is now a bigger machine, but it's smaller capacity than the previous one. So I might up this to, like, say, 11 or something. Oh, and this is full as well. Oh, and the engine's running. Blimey, I've been burning money. Yeah, I might up the capacity to, say, 7,000 or something, maybe 7,500 on that one, just so that it's a bit less of a job back and forth all the time with the stones. There was a few stones left when I sold the other one, so I'd filled the trailer. There's a few stones left inside him, which I sold with it, obviously. I don't know why, I went mad and I thought I could sell the stones at the farmer's market, but that obviously wasn't the case. They didn't want it. So yeah, I just decided I didn't care and we'll get rid of them because it was only 700 litres. Oh, wrong side of the road, we're in the UK. But yeah, actually I should be putting them into the lime production. However, I am now concerned that it's already full and that I don't actually have space to do this. So yeah, that's now a worry. We'll see what the deal is when we get there. It might have capacity to take it in but not process it. Whoa! Of course it's full of stones, so it doesn't want to stop now. Right, let's have a quick look while we're here. Yeah, out of space for lime. There is going to be space for stones. So I guess, do I tip that in there? And then if I go to my productions, can I pause that at the moment? Yeah, so it's adding the stones in. So if I deactivate that, I suppose I could change it to selling. But what we need to do, what we can do actually, rather than change that, is I can fill my lime spreader and empty it out into whatever they are, pallets. That's a good call, yeah, and then we can be producing more. I'll do that when we're finished. That will be an excellent use of resources, I think. And then we're going to need somewhere to store pallets. We might end up buying one of those big barns that you can just chuck stuff in. That might be handy at this point, mightn't it? We will have to see. I forgot that one of the reasons I was driving this was because I'd filled up. It does, however, also look like, yeah, the worker is now finished over there. So if we turn that off, I think it'll take nearly 2 loads of this. So if we back it up, empty that. And then we can carry on with the job. But in the meantime, I need to tell this worker up here, create job, field work. Are they going to be able to make it to the field? That is my question. Yeah, I'll do. There we go. Start job. Let's see what the deal is with them today, whether they make it or not. Start this up again. Where we go. A couple of times I've set cruise control on and I've locked it on the line and it carries on, and then it's just decided it's not following that line anymore, and I don't really know why it does that. Is that tractor driving away? It is driving away. That doesn't mean that it will make it all the way to the field, however. We will have to wait and see on that front. So I've decided there's so much karting to be done with this at the moment until I've had a chance to modify it, that I'm just going to get the worker to take over, and I'm going to go and take this, and I'll deal with the lime. I'll unload all of the lime out of the lime station, and yeah, get this put into it. I guess that's the best thing to do. I think that's a much better use of time for us, but we're going to have so much lime that, yeah, we may well end up selling some of it. If there's someone that buys it, I don't even know if it's something that you can do, whether you can sell the lime or not. I know it's got a price, it shows a price which suggests that one of the places will take it, but we shall see. Let's see if I can actually slow down at the right point today. There we go, not bad at all. Nice. So yeah, what we need to do then is shift this out of the way a bit. I'll probably get this driven back actually. Oh, it won't like it from there, will it? I'm gonna have to move it back to the road. Yeah, I'll get it on the road and then we'll send it back, and then I'll use a different tractor again to move that. Right, so you, my friend, set destination, are going, where are you going? Yeah, you're going there. Target's unreachable. It's not unreachable. Oh my goodness. They've updated this, like it's supposed to be able to do it. Just gonna have to drive it there myself. Oh man. So annoying. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is that today, the day you're watching this video, it's my wedding anniversary. So yeah, this evening we will be having Chinese takeaway, and yeah, hopefully having a lovely day. I am recording this yesterday because I'm running out of time. I am, yeah, because I've got Sarah home and she's been fit enough to do stuff. We're actually doing stuff, so I'm not actually getting a lot of time left over to make my videos. Why are you going around the head? You don't need to do that. I've done those. I thought the workers were good at picking up. Oh man. Just wasting time. Goodness sake. Can I change this? So work the headlands off. There we go. Right, go away and start again. And now try again. See if you can figure it out. You're not even supposed to be... Ugh. Look, he's doing the same bit. I told it not to work the headlands and it's now working the headlands. Despite the fact that... Oh my goodness, I've probably just wasted it. Right. Screw you. Screw you, you're useless. Just gonna have to do it all myself. Flipping heck. Man, what a waste of space that worker was. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're not lowered. There we go, lowered. Well, I guess I'll see when this field is done then. You know what, actually, we're basically at the end of the episode, so I'm gonna end it here. The worker will finish. So what, let's collect in the cash from the contracts that have been completed, which are quite numerous. 2,007 for that one, 10 for that one nearly, 6 for that one nearly, 10 for that one. Blimey. I think I'm gonna start backing off the contracts a bit, because yeah, we're doing quite well. We're back up to nearly 200 again at the end of this episode, having spent 65 on a stone picker that we didn't really need. probably shouldn't have done it, but I was getting impatient with this job, so it's a quality of life thing. So I think, yeah, maybe we should try. We'll probably still do a couple of contracts here and there, but we'll do our best to focus on our own land if we can. We are now starting to get back into the time of year where there's things to do on our farm, so we'll see that. One of the things we could do with the money is purchase that little bit of forest that's next to us. There's a patch of woodland, and we could cut all those trees down and make money out of them. But that's we're gonna make so much money out of wood. I'm kind of thinking we've used it to we've used it for what we wanted it for, which was taking down those trees in between our fields. We've made a hell of a lot of money out of that on selling the wood, so yeah, we're doing remarkably well. I'm thinking actually, what I might do is just we'll wait until all the wood's been used up, and then we'll sell that carpentry, and then yeah, if we want to in future, we can build another one, and we'll focus on the actual farm stuff, because as interesting as logging is, it's not really what the game's about. It's just like, oh, there we go, we're full again. It's one tiny aspect, and to make so much money off of one little thing, it's kind of, there's not really a lot of point in doing the farming when you're earning that much money. So we may well, I left the engine on that again. See, the nice thing is that you can put your beacons on when you've got the engines in this mode, but you do forget, or I do forget, to turn the engines off when I jump out. So actually, it's not when I jump out, it's when I jump between vehicles. That's when I forget. There we go. Right, we'll turn it off now. Jump back in that one. Cool. Right, I'm going to finish this field between this episode and next. And yeah, then actually we got another contract to claim in now, haven't we? That one's done. So all of the contracts are done. We've just got this field to finish off. And it's a bit of a triangle shape, so it's actually going to get less and less work as we go. I mean, all jobs do that, but you know what I mean. The lines are going to get shorter as we go, so it will be quicker as we move on. Oh, no, I didn't mean to jump out. Turn it on. Yep, you're already lowered. There we are. Right, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!